Okay, so let's try and manipulate this expression on the left to put it in the form of a square root of a polynomial expression in x. So to do this, what am I going to have to do? Well, I do know how square roots are related to absolute values. So let's just take a moment to think about how I could possibly do this. So what's this equal to? Well, we know it's equal to 2 multiplied by the square root of the whole expression squared. Slightly surprising result, but we know it's equal to that. So that kind of tells me I've got to be on the right lines because I've got a square root turning up. Now, what else do I know? I have some laws of exponents, which might be quite useful. And one of my laws of exponents, assuming everything is positive, is that if I take the square root of a positive number, and I multiply it by the square root of b, another positive number, that's equal to the square root of the product of the two of them, assuming everything's positive. Okay? So if I want to use this, and in my mind I'm thinking of this as kind of like my end point, what I would need to do is represent this as a square root of something. But I know exactly what 2 is a square root of. It's a square root of 4, isn't it? So I could write this as the square root of 4, everything's positive so it's good, multiplied by this expression. Very neat. So finally, what can I do? Well, I can invoke this result above. Let me just bring it down. I can invoke this to put everything together. And what would I have? I would have one square root expression. And what would it be? It would be nice and simple. It would just be 4 multiplied by x plus 3 all squared. You don't really need to multiply the inside out, but let's just do it for some practice. It's already in a perfectly reasonable format. So what would it be? Well, I'd have to FOIL the x plus 3 squared. It would be 4 multiplied by x squared plus 3x, but 2 of those, so 6x plus 3 squared plus 9 altogether. So finally, this would be, if you want to put it in this very standard form, 4x squared plus 24, so I'm just distributing 24x plus 4 times 9, that's 36. So there we go. Px would be that polynomial in there.